TLDR of this game for new viewers, it's a gacha game. It's a very gritty, dark story gacha game, probably the best story in any gacha. It is the only gacha that I'm playing it majorly for the story, I would say. But the gameplay is good too, and the characters and all that, and the music's also insane. Essentially, you're the manager of 12 sinners, and you go on this bus working for a company called Limbus company, and you go around from place to place to try and collect these things called the golden bows, which we don't fully understand what they are, but they seem like a source of energy or power or something like that. And each time we go to a different place and deal with fucked up situations like crazy ass monsters or creatures or abnormalities or like magical shit, basically. The world is a horrible hellscape, fucked up place where it's this giant city, and it's different districts and stuff named after, you know, all the letters of the alphabet. So like T Corp, P Corp, A Corp, etc. And each one has like different stuff going on, and it is run by like a different corporation, and they're all really fucked up. They're all really insane. Like each one is weird as hell. The story setup sucks you in. The game is it is really cool, and it's a really cool theme, and all the characters are really interesting and awesome. You pull different versions of the 12 characters, so it's always you with the 12 characters, but you pull different versions. But the music's really good, the story's really good. The gameplay ranges from you hit auto button spam to really difficult, insanely hard fight. Like I just did a fight in this last night that was absurdly hard. It was so difficult, it was insane, man. I got so lucky. I got insanely lucky on the fight. I accidentally cheesed the fight, basically. Very accidentally. Like, it was so close. As a former member of backseating after the peak finale of Canto 7, I'm a firm believer of gender supremacy. I can do no wrong again. Look, I do things wrong all the time in this game, but I don't need people just backseating all the time. That's the thing. It's just let me run into the problems, you know? Did I watch the MV from last night? I didn't. Let's take a look at it. Yeah. It's major spoilers, probably, by the way. Probably. I don't know. This song, dude. For Canto 7. I like how it's so goofy looking. So somebody just made this? This song grew on you? This song is better than the first time I heard it, but it's not as good as the other ones. Is there a fan-made one for Canto 5 and 6? I couldn't even understand what the lyrics were saying most of the time during the fight. Famous Billy creator. Oh my god, it's that bird. This is my favorite part of the song, I think. I heard heroes cannot be real 1,000 times last night. At least. Is this the new season? No, this is Canto 7's like story, kind of. You heard your ass cannot be real? It wasn't real either. Wait, the song goes like this? I don't remember it being like that at all. During the final cutscene? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like this part of the song a lot too. The Limb family. Canto 7 was good. It was definitely good. Limbus anime would go hard? It really would. That's why people want an anime to be made so badly. They did a really good job with this video, man. Can't believe this is fan-made. Which better, Canto 6 or 7? 6. Canto 6 was too good, man. This is probably my favorite song in the game still. This one, bro. Yeah. Beach a Bali Bar. Yeah, the chair mix. This is probably my favorite boss song in the game. Well, I don't know. Through Fields of Violet is so insane. Yeah, this song is so good, dude. The boss battle is just so, I don't know, so perfect. The entire thing is so perfect. And saying like it's your fault the whole time. Cromer's still better? Nah. It is really good though. Voyage. What's your favorite song? I like this song a lot. This company really has some good music, huh? Where's the chair? That's what I'm wondering. How did a chair mix this? The heartbeat? Yeah. Ruina has good songs. I actually think Limbus has better songs. Ruina has 2 songs I really like though, that I think are really, really good ones. But I think Limbus has better songs. I'm talking about the Millie songs. I'm talking about the Millie ones. But Ruina does have 2 really good ones. Gone Angels is peak? Which one is Gone Angels? I don't remember that by name. I think Children of the City is the best one in Ruina. Bro, in my recommended on YouTube, first result after this song is Neuro-sama sings Compass by Millie. It's funny as hell. I love the little doo-doo-doo in the background too. I don't know. Good song. Also Persona OST? Persona is amazing songs. You know what I've realized, guys? I think rather than an epic song for a final boss or for like a big crescendo, big fight, I actually think Millie's songs are just better. You know? That's the feeling that I get. Like this song Compass, playing during the final boss, hits infinitely harder than like a big orchestra to me. These songs hit way harder. It hits so much harder, man. I'm being spammed with videos. Home of a Machine? I don't like that one as much. Yeah, the opening string Theocracy is really good. Yeah, like, this song, when you're fighting the final boss, is insane, man. It's so good. Poohoo, do they actually, you have red coins? I didn't realize that the Kurokumo units used it. Did the chair mix this song? Yeah, they took a big ass chair and mixed it. Compass is from Canto 5. Yeah, this is the Canto 5 boss fight. This is definitely, I don't know. I really liked this story. I thought it was so good. This is the part where the seagull goes flying out, guys, on the rope. It's my favorite part, when the seagull goes out. Yeah, this one's really nice though, for sure. Gladdy, Happy Ishmael. This is one of the best Limbus Company songs, 1,000,000%. It's so good. Just the opening song of this game is so good. It's kind of hard to beat this one. I love Myth and Royd. The fact that it's Myth and Royd and Millie is so cool, right? Every time I open the game, this song plays, you know. Just a really good song, man. Why does he put his chair in the middle of the bus, by the way? What's up with that? Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite songs from the game, though. You know that this song is going to play during the final boss battle of this game. You know it's going to happen, right? If they ever have the final boss of this game, this song is going to come on during the final boss at some point, bro. You already know. Like, final boss or something. They're going to play this, dude. Regilia's final boss? In 10 years, yeah. Would have at the end of Inferno. I'm curious what Otis's story is going to be after finishing Canto 7. Do we see the guy in here? No, I don't think we do. The guy from Canto 7 I don't think is here. I don't see him. I don't see him. The scythe? He never had a scythe. Sanson didn't have a scythe. He never held a weapon. He had like a... He did? When did he have a scythe? You can see the fishbowl head? Yeah, that's him right there, I think. He had a top hat, though? How do you know that's the top hat and that's not the top of the head, though? I don't know. You think Sanson's this guy? No, it looks different. It doesn't zoom out more. Yeah, I don't know. So this only has 14 stages, huh? We'll see how they are, though. You can clear Railway Section 1 and claim first reward, which is a lot of XP. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I should do that. These Heisho characters were saving my ass, bro. I can do Railway later, doesn't have to be before season ends. No, that's not true. It does have to, because there's a special thing you get for doing it in season 5. It's a border. I want it. What the hell is going on? I didn't do anything in Railway with those team levels, buddy. I am on the first Railway with my level 50s, right? I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor area. You damned cells! What's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead? Faust had attacked that entity first. The blame lies flatly with the others' delayed decisions. Apologies, yet concerned was I that to not dispose swiftly of that foe would... I think it's a great show of teamwork. I'm gonna be reading a little bit faster here, guys. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna be reading this like way faster, okay? Because this is an intervallo, not the like, you know, main story, basically, not a canto. So, damn it, why won't any of you listen to my orders? Oh, your genius order is how the lass's head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck. Ahem, it was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Worry thee not, how befitting of a hero is to perish in place of her patriot. Okay, so wait, shouldn't she be absurdly OP, by the way? Or is Rochinante still like stealing her? Donkey! Don Quixote falls for the merciless onslaught of enemies. She's wearing her shoes? Okay. She still has her memory though, right? Interesting. So she seals herself but has the memory. Doesn't that mean if we're ever really in trouble, it's just like, yo, take off the shoes? Yeah, during sex, Rochinante stays on. The shoes stay on. Stupid as fuck, dude. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variations of you're doing it wrong, but I had no choice but to... Wow, he's really a Limbus company backseater, huh? But I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decisions continued to bungle the fight. If I tried, this researcher next to me would get my way, claiming that I hadn't finished collecting the data. This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exceptionally fast. So, can I help them now? We stop pacing and compose yourself, we're almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's help the sinners out of this bind first. I guess they're in like a testing ground thing. It says Limbus company at the top, so. Oh. The fuck? You know, I thought they were pure copies of my characters for a second, and then I saw Rhodia and because both of them are Liu Association, so I thought they were a copy, but then I saw the others and was like, oh. Yeah, they're a shitty burn team. I can just auto. Or not? Ow. What, a 3? A 7? Oh, wait. Bad burn team is winning. Uh-oh, wait, maybe I actually have to... I didn't think the first fight was gonna be like that. I'll get staggered. But what is Otto doing? Oh my god, he's doing strings. Oh, fire fist him. Yeah, it never gets old. Oh, he rolled a tails. Almost staggered 2 of them. What ego and should I reroll for them? I wouldn't recommend rerolling for an ego personally. I don't think the egos really need to be rerolled for, is my opinion. Oh, there's 2 going for Honglu, and I can't stop it really. Kind of a nice song, honestly. Bro, why does Auto play this so badly? Win rate was so bad there. I might start using Fluid Sac potentially only on Railway. I don't want to use it on other stuff really though. But like Railway is like an exception, it's like crazy hard challenge content, so for something like that it's like I feel like I need every advantage I can possibly get. But for the story stuff I don't really want to do that. You changed. You probably don't need it for this Railway. Yeah. But partially because I'm in like a rush to clear it, I might want it. I don't know. We'll see. It's a rare exception. Fuck it, we auto. Throw away some broken buffs to your team. I don't know how Railway works at all, so. Bring Ring Sang too. By the way, check new Dante. Oh, do I have the... Yeah. I didn't realize the enemies had egos as well. What the hell? He's using one? Okay, but what if I just, like, kill your ass first? Capote or whatever, the donkey capote. I think he, well, he was supposed to die. Oh well. I've never seen this. What is this? Well, that's kind of cool. I've never seen that ego. 14 damage. I think I'll survive, guys. The bull ego? Oh, that makes sense. Oh, he died. That went well. As expected of our executive manager, the exceptional development, your strategic genius reminds you of the earlier years of my career. Thanks. Oh, got anything else to snack on, guys? I'm starving after the brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the test. Next on the docket is, I would have asked Marisol for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyways? Well, if you really want to get into it, you can trace it right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. Oh, come on, fellas. There's got to be more to it than that. Sure there was, not that it would make any difference, because like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particular egregious stretching. What? You want a Marisol massage? True. Please, Marisol, massage me. Oh, is that a massage sound? Wow, that sound just now, I didn't know a human body could make a sound like that. Oh, I was just doing some stretches. Can't seem to do them without making these noises nowadays. Holy unk. Oh, what do you mean you can't? That's right, there's a creaking sound of time's ravages, Sync. Oof, I know Dante's been the turn of the clock to rewind our time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe the pain for repeatedly dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Honglu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is completely totally fine, even though she's hundreds of years old? She's got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Ahem. Honglu's unprompted catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stifling halt. I thought we were going to take some time to actually broach the subject, but you just bulldozed right through the whole mess, huh? I would have been like, yo, so you're like hundreds of years old, right? I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone's so sensitive about their age. Tis not to concern thyself with. Be not so... Her face. Of course, there's also someone who could not care less about the bus's air quality. Oi, Scoot! That's my designated seat you're planning to arson. I'll whack ya. On the other hand, here's this guy with that care in the world. Almost makes you wonder if he even remembers what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly, Don Quixote. I'm sure you can. Sync, I've never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I am quite fond of the current temperament of our company. Unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel, I have nary a wish to exact violence upon him, and... Right, now that that's over with, let's shut up and keep the chin wag to a minimum, yeah? Seems plenty villainously dickish to me. Anyway, am I the only one who thinks about time we got the thing? The thing? You know, the thing that we tried a while ago, but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. Deathmatch. Not that. Don't you remember we even played volleyball by that big body of water? Beach volleyball? Contextual clues suggest he is making a request for a vacation. Do you guys notice that every time Marisol talks, he hears a little clink, like almost like, I don't know, coins being tossed or a chain or something? That sounded, I don't know, it's weird every time. Yep, absolutely, yep. Let's all go to a spa or something. Relax, get massages to loosen up our muscles some, please. Oh, it's his belt? You have expectations for our employees? Aha, I recall that young Marisol had given thee quite the exquisite massage, hath he not? Bro, it's so hard to read Don Quixote's lines quickly like, without reading it over first, just read it as I go, I always have trouble. I have an astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structures of the human body. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus understood it was the philosophy of Marisalt's physical therapy that the most infallible methodology of convalescence from pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. This one also. He's also hard to say. It seems the time is here for Gilius. Yes. I knew this day would eventually come. The day's here. Why is everyone acting so serious all of a sudden? Rodian's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time, a certain degree of exacerbating fatigue cannot be alleviated. This necessitates that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. What could it possibly mean that needs this much build-up? In other words, it is time for Limbus companies. Gulp. Dramatic gulping noise. Regular checkup. Regular checkup? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago, requesting we send the sinners in for a regular checkup. But it was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. They've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time. I was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I've never personally experienced myself, but it sounds like they're just checking to see how we're doing health-wise. Turn around, getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? I love this face from Ishmael. When I come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression frozen on her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael with her worldly experiences would leap at this opportunity to lecture us about how things worked outside Limbus Company. Regular checkups are... Oh, you're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. No. Not the regular checkup. Miss Ishmael's expression seems to suggest otherwise, Miss Rhodia. I did hear some fixer offices or associations employ varying methodologies when it comes to regular checkups depending on their characteristics. Locked up until there's only one standing. Locked. Blood of my colleagues, the only key to escape. What kind of checkup did she have to go through? Did she have to kill everybody? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced, abject horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkup you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through the regular checkup no matter what happens in the process. Prepared to endure through everything that... What's wrong with this bloke now? Mate's looking all pale. I don't understand why everyone's making such a big deal of this. I don't think it's that bad. I think we used to have annual health checkups back in school too. What kind of checkups? They put us all in the same room, measuring heights, weights, running some basic fitness tests. Prithee, wherefore do they seek the measures of such characteristics? Must you really ask? A full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What soldiers? I was talking about my school. Right, so that don't explain shit about why you need to know that, does it? Why'd they find it necessary to spray people with those stinking chemicals just to see if someone's got lice in their clothes? You must have gone through a share of rough checkups too as a kid, I guess. You all keep asking questions of the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they'd test us. Otis confidently marched up to the front of the sinners with an assertive grin as though she'd been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of the checkup must be to elect a true authority among us. A true authority? Has Otis ever been right in her life, by the way? By your parlance, true authority, could it mean that you're questioning whom among us is our leader? But I'm standing right here. I humbly request you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstandings about my suggestion, Executive Manager. Of course, I must preface the declaration there cannot be an iota of doubt towards Executive Manager Dante's authority. Okay. Like I said, okay. Okay. But it's not a topic of great contention among us. Among us? That which of us is the most fit to command the squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team, always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to. Always maintain the willingness and sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of the glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where's your readiness for self-sacrifice? No one's arguing with Otis. Who are you even talking to? Getting one guide? Who is she talking to? Like, who asked? Aha, so summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in the small room, making us fight to last sinner standing. I just realized that there's no Korean VA, because they only do that on the rerun of the side stories. I just realized, I was like, something off. Silence fell upon us as Hong Lu's succinct summary. Battle Royale. I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it, I'll give you one hell of a fight. My fist used to be bloody infamous in the back streets. Fine, so that's how we're doing this? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... Okay, so where are we off to? The battle... excuse me, the regular checkup takes place at... The sinners seem to be under some serious misunderstandings about what the regular checkup entailed, but Faust had obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters you speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus Company. Yes. Wow, we're actually going there? Oh, we're finally getting to visit the headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us. We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instant, thou sayest? Yet mine heart is faint prepared. Prithee allow us time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyway? Hopefully it's not too far from here. That is a secret, however, I'd like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mephistopheles. Oh, come on, how are we supposed to get there if you're not going to tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mephistopheles. You're not just about to suggest we board the warp trains again, are you? Fie, I shan't ever board the warp trains again. Dude, I feel like she's way sadder now. Indeed, we will not board a warp train for this journey. I feel like otherwise she would have been excited all the time, but now she's like kind of just sad all the time. So are we taking the back doors or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take them doors instead. A sound suggestion. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness, or due to the variable nature of its activation period, the resultant destination may not reflect our intended end coordinates, or an unexpected, oh my god, Yi-Sang, or an unexpected closure mid-passage through the frame may behove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on an untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? I'd rather take that bloody train instead, at least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle Royale. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destinations. Further research? You implying you made modifications to the back door? A close assessment, however, would be more accurate to say the back door is merely used as a reference. How do you even make a time for research? Weren't you doing everything for us the whole time? LCA and Faust established multiple communications with a certain new wing aspirant company during the spare hours between our travel to garner multiple cooperation efforts regarding the stabilization of the back door. A new wing? Are they looking to take over Elcor's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the direction of your intuition can be improved. It's a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. So is Kai Cenat going down or something? What's happening to W Corp, bro? What's going on? Did Aiden Ross get banned or something? What happened? What happened to W Corp? W Corp. Merch ran out? Damn. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp's decline have been spreading more and more as of late. I'm not surprised that some companies would consider it to be an opportunity. What is W Corp? That's Warp. That's the Warp trains, right? Huh. They're declining? To be fair, they have the most fucked and worst technology out of every single corporation that I've seen. Like, I don't know. Out of all the ones they have, like, they're just like a bus company. They're a bus company, bro. Like, how's your whole ass wing gonna be a bus corporation? Dude, fair so are we, but we're not a wing. Yeah, they can't even protect their trains. The problem is their tech got exposed to the public. It did? How did it get exposed? I thought it didn't. It's hard to not have your tech get exposed with so many problems happening. Play Rona? Oh, okay. Do you guys know of a corp that's worse than them? Like, just kind of in terms of like how fucked it is? Like, conceptually? You think T-Corp's worse? Why is T-Corp worse? "10-hour days? T-Corp is just an allegory for our current world. I'm gonna be real, guys. It actually is. It's just an allegory for our current world, honestly. Is our world more fucked than this? R-Corp? Which is R-Corp? Oh, they're the clone one? They're the reindeer one? Okay. The rabbits, yeah. That one, well, that one's fucked. But I think it's less fucked than the warp train. I think the warp train is the most fucked conceptually for me so far. N-Corp has mountains of corpses. Well, N-Corp is just, I mean, it's just a religion. I'll be real, that's just a religion. Like, whatever, man. Newspapers also featuring op-eds regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearances as well. Yeah, with Phantom leaving, that was crazy. I see, so they're furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant a wing before it even falls on its own? Now that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme perhaps in the works. And to ally with such ambitious parties is the headquarters looking to start starting a war on the wings? I, at this moment, am not privy to such details. Miss Otis, we need to make predictions in such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internal and external, having fallen to such desperation as to seek assistance of our company. Yeah, if you want our help, you're fucked. It's no wild presumption to predict that it shall crumble ere the advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, are quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back door, but eliminates the corridor, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another. A portal, if you will. This is just... Why don't they just use this? It's just better than W Corp. What? We should take over W Corp. The fuck? We just have a better version of the warp train. Oh, so you resolved all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. They are? Well, she said our research, though. So, like, Limbus Company is also doing the research with them, then. So, like, we are going to be taking over it with them. I don't know, is how it would sound to me. Sometimes the accuracy of the target destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases the activation period would be cut short, causing the door to shut prematurely and amputate the subject as they were traversing between doors. There has been much progress in the stabilization efforts, however minimizing pentasection incidents. Most recent incidents have been limited to bisections. Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. He looks so happy, he's like, wow, they really come a long way. They both sound equally awful to me. He's like, wow, that's great. Sob, I would not behold mine own left and right shoes so cruelly sundered, forced to be so far apart upon our coming to the headquarters. Well, well, all this idle chatter of unnecessary concerns tells me your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Ahem. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. I saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is it that vehicle? It's got no windows, though. How tiresome. Now, off the bus. Man, so this is all the preamble for what happened. The vehicle. You're gonna pretend what a pentasection is? I'm assuming pentasection is you get cut into 5 pieces. I think that's a safe bet. If a bisection is 2, you know, pentasection is probably 5. I don't know how that works, but damn. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior is mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. This is... Assistance from P Corp, and the process of developing this device was indispensable. Wait, that means... In cohorts with young Cesara, are you? Hoy day! Much did I aspire to regale her with the tale of her contract's glorious completion of mine heroism and bravery. 'Tis quite unfair of thee to meet her by your lonesome, young Faust. Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Faust seemed relieved. Ah, worry thee not, for thou hast availed us the signs of Limbus company headquarters. Thy tit hath been tatted for. There are numerous reasons for which you were not yet allowed into the headquarters, but as it would be fruitless effort to exculpate them all, we will not cover that subject here. Glad we're not staying through another lecture. Primary reason is, however, there were several limitations to bringing the members of our department to the headquarters upon by frequent trans-nest movements and irregular scheduling of our missions. What'd you say all that if you're going to explain anyway? Wait, more importantly, what is this about collaborating with P-Corp? Boy, here we go again. P-Corp's singularity can be summarized by the following four words: expansive space, warping technology. Oh right, didn't you say Miss Cesara told you something about how the principle of P-Corp's singularity is a lot like how La Mancha Land works? Right, La Mancha Land was much larger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Man, you know, I wish all the fans of the big gachas, so like, you know, Genshin, HSR, Wuthering Waves, I wish they would just get into this game instead, just to appreciate actual world building and stuff, because the world building is actually interesting in this world, and the world building the other things is just literal dog shit. That'd be nice. Right, La Mancha Land was much larger on the inside than it looked on the outside. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kinds of space-expanding singularities? If their community came for Limbus, it would create the worst community all time. Ah, a little late for that. Combining two different sides of the same coin in the matter of how frustrating they are, is you get the most frustrating people from Limbus Company and the most frustrating people from Genshin Impact, and you mix them, and you create the literal world-ending abomination. It's, how should I put this? Isn't it too mundane of a city tech for P-Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? I like how that's mundane. That was quite the intelligent question. Compliments, how nice. Ishmael is correct in suggesting that technology to expand a given space is a commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making use of the space expansion technology but isn't a P-Corp singularity would be Mephistopheles. Yeah, I was wondering, what does P-Corp do? They just made like bouncy buildings? The ultimate purpose of P-Corp's space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered, to have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior is safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive P-Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions such as extreme pressure or shock. Well, rip P-Corp, dude. They said that the stock market crashed in P-Corp because of La Mancha Land. Rip. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of the vehicle utilized P-Corp's singularity, which means it can protect its interior from all form of impact, not to mention it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't dimensional trucks or containers will transport things to other dimensions? Huh? Sync, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So a DAVAD Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second, and a curious kid crawls in their courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story here. Look, that story kept me up at night for a whole week, okay? Couldn't stop having nightmares after the scenario where... Hey, come on, sometimes a story's just a story. Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmares was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. Several regulations were added to HANA and DAVAD Association's rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. Oh, so it's a dimensional container. They're the, like, FedEx organization, right? The DAVAD Association? They're the mailman? From a certain perspective, it may be said the warp train technology employed by W Corp shares a degree of similitude. Parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being they are packaged in a safer manner. Same day shipping? Nice. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say they operate on the same scale. Anywho, the point is we'll always have access to the headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics, communication, and supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument, as I expect the whole would be trouble... It would be much trouble on its own. Has the detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nests across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P-Corp and its aspirant W-Corp's technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. Wait, what? Oh. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Relis gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle, and the giant door from earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore is that gate over yonder shuddering so? Energies now linked or routing towards the gate. When the gauge displays around the glowing door filled, the door began to slowly open. Entering now. When it fully opened, Faust made her way inside like it was another door. Well, let's follow her inside. There's a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines coupled with a low droning noise. Basically, if you're going through the door, fucking jump in so that you're not going to get bisected. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company's headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I hear heavy doors opening and closing from here or there, alongside the odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. Is the floor of the LCE department. LCE? Ah, hopefully we'll get to proudly stride in through HQ's front gate one day. You have an idea? Most ingenious, yeah. Most ingenious idea. Wait, we're gonna fight these?
입장을 알리는 음악.
Wait, are we waiting for something to happen, or are we gonna all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. I was just like, what's happening? Just My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he is the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains that role is because Yi Sang and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our statuses as sinners. Someone must stay behind to continue the research after all. Ah, so you two are friends. Well, it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label of this friendship. We said we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. Ah, I am in agreement for the first time since we were acquainted. Hear that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be well aware of this obvious detail. Yes, I was very well aware. I'm also very well aware of the fact your department has been giving us that same reply over and over like an answer machine. This must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus Company's Sinners. I'd like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose you can hear what I'm saying. The manager extends their greetings. Charmed. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. Whoa, they look cool. Who are they? How odd. Their clothes are... Oh! Wait, did that Fire Faust only come out more recently, guys? She's wearing the same outfit. Yes? Oh. Then what about this one? There's not a character that's like this guy, is there? Ah, yes. Allow me to introduce you to Martin and Alyssa, two of the few researchers directly in my command. They're wearing gear extracted from abnormalities? But how? Oh, Yi Sang? Lantern Yi Sang? Which one? Happy to have someone who recognizes them. Are they, like, gears scavenged from the former L Corp? While there are partial similarities to their gears, enough differences are present to distinguish them. Here's an event ID? Oh, I don't think I have him then. Damn. I don't know when he came out, but... Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extraction successfully, I might add. Oh, wait, no. Maybe I do have him? Wait, when did he come out? During this event? I think I got him then. During this event. While the news of the production of Ego Gear and Limbus Company's style was already received, this is the very first time they were observed in person. Or maybe I... Oh, he's 00? Okay, I think I have him, yeah. So you must have abnormalities contained in this facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here, huh? But I'm sensing distortions in Bacatula, too. Indeed, they're in containment research subjects for LCD department as well. It sounds like Limbus Company is just Lobotomy Corp 2. Is that going to be like a big realization at some point? Is that we're just like... The people who made Limbus Company is like all the executives of the remaining of L Corp or something? Because that's what it feels like. And it starts with an L. We don't even know what Limbus is. What does that even mean? I was clearly observed the ego gear Hohenheim was wearing like an exceptionally harsh judge in a fashion contest. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. It's a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract with acceptable level of stability. So is he like OP in this? At the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. You did it? Are you sure you want to take all the credit when your team is standing right behind you? We're used to it. Oh, piss off. I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent with some poor bastard. Let's get on with the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah? For the same urgency you expressed, there is much you must recover, regrettably, given this is the first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your employment. Faust does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well. Our first task will be to assess your abilities in response to emergency situations. Wait, he just pressed something. Emergency situations. Walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that it locked the sinners away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Vergilius, and Charon. What the hell? This is just an ambush. Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behaviors in response in case of a surprise attack, so ambush it is. Was this discussed beforehand, Vergilius? You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on it either. I wasn't, for your information. Just go with their flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response. I'll find a room somewhere where Charon and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is over. Charon wants cake, too. Oh, hey, we've got some leftover cake from our last officer party. Come this way, please. Oh, he seems chill. Dude, he looks cool as fuck, actually. Like this Martin guy. An employee appeared and led Vergilius and Charon away into the nearby office room. Okay, this is a cool guy. Okay, so this is a regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done. Seems nice. Looks like Noah from D. Greyman, kind of. We auto. Or nah? Why is he attacking that? How many enemies? There's 3 waves? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play a little smarter then. The suits seem to consume the person more than the Lobotomy Corp suits do. It's kind of crazy that Lobotomy Corp... Was Lobotomy Corp one of the top corporations? It kind of seemed like it was. Because, like, they had so much influence, it feels like. No? Not really? It feels like they... Do we know who the top corporations are, kind of? Like, who are, like, considered some of the top ones? Do we know any of them? I feel like Lobotomy Corp would be one of the top ones. A, B, and C? Do we know much about A, B, and C? How much do we really know about them? I feel like L Corp has to have been one of the biggest corporations. They had branches around the entire city. They had branches around the entire city, and they were directly dealing with some of the strongest abnormalities that you could ever see. Abnormalities that I haven't even experienced in this game because Aleph is so strong. How could they not be like one of the top ones when they're dealing with like Alephs and shit on a daily basis? They had to have been. They had to have been one of the top ones. Oh, been a while since I heard Mamari. That's not strange, W Corp is everywhere? Yeah, but W Corp makes sense because it's literally a transportation company. I mean, of course that's gonna be everywhere, right? But like, Lobotomy Corp just had like secret branches all over the place. Yeah, Monoblade, it makes sense. To be fair, I would never in my life use solar power if I could just use an abnormality to power my shit. Yeah, I guess they are an energy company. But they were like, I don't know, they were kind of more than an energy company, right? What if it eats you? Well, you're supposed to hope that it doesn't. Aleph level Nugget in Lobotomy Corp is almost as strong as Vergilius. Really? Alephs are that strong? I feel they're as strong as a color fixer. Am I okay to use humans as my power source? Well, we kind of already do. I hate to say it, but I think we already did that. What do you think we got the coal from and stuff? We kind of already use humans as a power source, let's be honest. Zero info on that take, people just think they would. I don't think that a random Aleph would be able to beat Vergilius, but I feel like maybe like probably some crazy ones. Vergilius could barely take an HE abnormality in the side story. Want to know more about Lobotomy Corp? There's a game by the same name. Wait, really? Went through various tests including command ability trials using Picatula and Invade. Hark, Manager Esquire. Hey ho, I've attained a score most perfect. To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in a contest of knowledge. Must I delve further in my studies? he's like, bruh. Hey, you sang, bud. They're testing her Fixer Association knowledge, huh? Totally. Honestly, she's got more than enough Fixer fixation for the entire bus. All kinds of general knowledge, trivia quizzes. What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person? The look in their eyes, how strong they look. Bloody hell, this ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. You are, Marisol? We're finally allowed a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. Next, basic fitness test for all sinners. You can finally get started on the real meat of this checkup. Wait, what are all those tests you guys are running on us? They're conducted in order to collect various data on the LCE department has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our private curiosities. Still, I'll say it was very productive. We now know a lot about you guys that'll help us support LCB going forward. Alright, we're going to go over some tests that have been conducted in groups first. Please form a line here. Why are they wearing these right now just in the lab? Doesn't that make them like OP as shit? So I guess they can kill the like Picatulae and stuff? What, like this? Hey, here's this art. Dude, where we get... Give me one of those hoodies. Let's get this over with. Looks like we got a long day ahead of us. Yeah, they made drip for him. Wow, there's some comfy clothes they've given us. Right, I could totally see myself wearing these to sleep. To sleep? They're LCE property. You better return them as soon as we're done here. Gotcha. By the way, can you take a look at my wrist before we actually get started? I've been feeling a soreness there, but Dante won't turn the clock for just me, you know? Turning of the clock for such trivialities may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Marisol can remedy your pain. But yeah, Gregor's not that tall. I like how she's looking up at Faust. Bro, why does... Dude, why does Yi Sang look fucking pissed? I am always prepared to administer necessary aid should you request it. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry. Please stand still. If you think I can't see some of your tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground. Fie. And can you snuff out your cigarette before the test begins? Oh, this one isn't lit. It's just there so I can look cool. Ah. And what about bold, but scram? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. Seemed to have forgotten something quite important I had to establish prior to the beginning of the test in earnest. I need an assistant. An assistant? I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures. You got two of them already, right behind you if you need directions. Oh, we're not Miss Hohenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course, there is much that distinguishes these two occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup. Rhodia suddenly raises her hand. Wait, that was Don Quixote standing on tiptoes? Jesus. Wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Don't ask me to do it, it's just not my vibes, you know? I'll take the researcher job, though. I'm a big fan of her style. Rhodia trailed off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers. What are you doing? I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. I would like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Hohenheim employs the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. I wonder who came up with this brilliant idea of putting two smartasses together to waste time pointing out each other's minor mistakes. If I were to talk about myself, I would be open saying that I was class vice president in school, a diligent model student Assiduously? I've never heard that word. Facilitated the tasks of the class president. Ahem, ahem. What's with everyone getting so anxious to get picked here? Do you fellows actually want to be his assistant? Getting in the front and the center of things just bothersome, you know? I kind of felt like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision's already been made. Do note that section criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange-haired sinner. Ishmael almost threw me to the ground as she confidently strode to the front of the line. Just like, get the fuck out of the way. Oof. Greetings, Mr. Hohenheim. As you must be aware, if you've taken a look at my documents, I've rarely let anyone down during my various tenures at offices and associations. You have nothing to worry about as long as I'm by your side. She is one of the most reliable people. Also, can I add this experience to my resume if I ever get a chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? She's actually probably one of the most normal of the sinners. I think out of all the sinners, she might be the most normal. You know? Who else would be normal? I guess Sinclair is kind of normal, I would say. It's like her and Sinclair are like the most normal people out of everyone. Didn't know you were still holding on to that hope. I guess Gregor as well. Gregor also. I called on you to ask you to move because you were standing in front of the sinner I chose. This face. I mean, the music just stops. Everyone turned around to look at Heathcliff, who was absentmindedly scratching at the bridge of his nose. Huh? Huh? Me? Huh? Me? It seemed that Ishmael was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. Wait, but what? But why? I'm right here. Why would you pick someone like... It's a common misconception among many researchers to assume the higher their level of education, more elaborate their resume, the better candidate one makes for a research project participant. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research. However, are you aware that most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition? Perfect descriptor of our friend here, I would say. What say you, Heathcliff? I believe this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualification to command and lead them in my stead. Is that right? He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, Yi Sang. You were kind of looking forward to getting picked, weren't you? It's but fate that things were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone days must rightfully excuse themselves to the realm of memories and past. Sang replied with a particularly downcast look. I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant. Righty-ho, so, what have I got to do now? Nothing too complicated. You only need to liberally express your free spirit, just as you are now. Ah, now I see what he's doing. Hohenheim sure knows which one of the group to coax to make things go more smoothly. Owen whispered quietly at me in a voice that only I could hear. What's Yi Sang even yapping about? Oh, you know, the usual. What's Don Quixote yapping about here? Oh, dude, he got the drip on. Heathcliff seems eager to, as Hohenheim suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Right, you there, get in single line, single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are basic apparatus of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing them up in the glasses helps to put the air of a studious, learned individual, like so. Just like how slightly pushing up on the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have lunch makes it seem as though I'm contemplating on the more profound aspects of life. Boy, let's not make this any harder than it's gotta be, lass. Snuff out that cig in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a pig squeal. Blimey, can't you just do as I say for once? Huh, he's actually pretty effective. Seems we're now ready to conduct the test finally. The primary purpose of this test is to see on a physical level how your current abilities scale compared to yourselves before hiring. I see, they're trying to see how much they've progressed since they joined the company. I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the word progression caused a rather loud ruckus among the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, Executive Manager, I can confidently say the thought of progressing as a person in all aspects of life is ingrained in my very being. Dude. She is gonna get the biggest wake-up call of all time when her Canto comes along, man. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I've grown to be much more precise and scathing in my critique of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though? Perhaps I've learned to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. Fly Broken Wing starts playing. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations of worries in all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts. Now I've come to accept certain things as they are. Oh. And I've come to sometimes allow my mind to form bereft of rigorous reason. Oh. Floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Ah, okay, I guess that's progression of sorts. And I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger too. Oh. Look, I think I'm getting calluses on my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us, because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know. A brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True, I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right, I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We've all grown closer, you know, like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. Ah, certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of heart to hearts. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will. Equally defanged? In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the, to the same general level as an 11th sinner here. Why am I your point of reference? Oh, that's what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, and I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Oh, I take that back. I take it back. You're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Ooh, Sync, is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering to the ether? That's it, you bloody Excuse me, I have to know why that happened. Do you all get depowered because of the golden bow? Wait, does this have anything to do with those chains that appear when you first entered a contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of a golden bow is connection. You're all fairly evenly mediocre. When I'm commented, the subsequent stare seems to be a bit targeted. Think of something akin to Quithop deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. Oh. So this is what's happening. So the truth is finally revealed. That is why Otis grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined the company. Art thou implying thou hast always known? Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable doormats in a matter of seconds. You wipe floors with doormats? This is so stupid. Man, we're all so prone to saying whatever once the burden of proof is gone, huh? Huh, so that's why my murderous arm's been quiet ever since they hired me. I didn't really have anything to do with my heart after all. Gregor. Oh, what's the use of all this chatter? What matter is that we've all been brought down the level of the lad. But I got calluses on my palms. Yet not all of the golden bow's effects have been of detriment to us. Yusang started carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turned into a tinderbox. Was it not the advantages granted to us by the golden bow impaled in the pallid whale of the Great Lake which we triumphed? Whoa, really? Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it is highly likely we may have been trapped inside its stomach struggling to survive. Also can be said the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. That makes sense, I guess. I never could have knocked Heath out with one punch if it was only as strong as Sync. It's a real handy trick, you know? Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by the golden bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be individuals' idiosyncrasies. Oh, so that explains Roshi's impressive blade work and Mr. Bumble at the T-Corp prep factory. Huh, won't waste my breath boasting. You never do anyway. Well, if your strengths are indeed progressed since the onboarding, then your average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. So what exactly goes into the test? I know there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze the most aspects of the subject with a quick scan. Is it going to be something like that? Yeah, that's what they used on Sung Jin Woo. There are dozens, if not hundreds of ways to determine one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group. Perfectly appropriate methodology? We spend some time out of our busy schedules to tailor each test for each sinner with LCB. That was pretty tough, I'll have you guys know. Tailored test for each sinner, huh? I don't really like the sound of that if you ask me. We will utilize the Picatula and distortion phenomenon. Oh, that doesn't sound much like super innovative method you're building up to. What a letdown. Uh-oh, I see something coming up. If there's a test for each person, does that mean I'm going to have 12 battles and each one's going to be one character? Wait, honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Alright, that's enough chatter, now get in there. Oh boy. It makes sense if that's what's going to happen. Wait, but there's only 9. Ooh. And I'm not about to level one of these up right now. I have other characters I need to level at the moment. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna use a support unit. How do you do that? Is it like this button? No. Is it details? No. It's the same thing. Oh, it's edit team here. support. I feel like Dawn Office probably goes hard, right? Or Middle Little Brother, he's the newest one. Huh. Middle Little Brother is cool. Oh crap. I've never wanted to click that button pretty much. You can't use 2 supports though, sadly, right? Yeah. Alright. We did this with Honglu before, we can do it again. Honglu is a god. Let's see, first one on the block. Again, flipping through the papers in his hands. What an unfamiliar sight. Right, you in there. You and you there, inside now. Heathcliff, the assistant, pointed towards Honglu and Sinclair. 1, 2, testing, am I coming through? As you must be well aware by now, the Pikachu are entities that have failed to even distort. Seems we'll be fighting the Pikachu again. Oh right, I have a question. It's something I've been nagging me this whole time since I arrived. Aren't these tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means they don't pose any danger to anyone. Why is it be such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Or we've been slaughtering countless scores of those sods. What's the hold up now? Yeah, we didn't have any choice back then because we're on a mission, and do you believe that taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I do. I understand. It seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite, save for a few exceptional individuals. People are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, the group you led? Given the expected communication difficulties between us, allowing you to make this a multiple choice question. 1 family, 2 friends, 3 colleagues. Family, Lim family. I guess they're closest to colleagues? Dante says 3 colleagues. Honglu was practically squished against the containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard us talking. Incorrect. It's none of the above. The truth is they are sinners, not family, not friends, not colleagues, prisoners. I know. Ah, but the knowledge is something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their place when the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certainty. Thus I find these reminders to be quite useful. These sinners bound on Limbus Company are still fettered by the chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such things as the right to refuse. Would it be easier for you to accept that fact if I were to suggest you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? And other sinners, you can't talk to them like... translations are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said, given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts to gain something to your benefit, am I correct? Your memories, your head, and your past. There must be so much you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say is this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Faust, is he usually... Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello, I know I'm not the one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now shall we begin? We're severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Pikachu projected in this glass panel. This lecture has been prepared with the assumption that the students have an average level of knowledge, so if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, they may consider your knowledge level to be below average. All this material seems quite elementary to me, not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save that for when the lecture actually starts. You must already know there are 7 categories of Pikachu. As far as I'm aware, the highest stage of Pikachu you observed is stage 3, so far at least. Wherefore didst thou utter a little muttering of so far at least at the end of thine words, good sir? Sharp, well it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, so they say. So you're not ruling out the possibility you might be running into Pikachu beyond stage 3, huh? Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, the first type of Pikachu that to be covered today is Pikachu Ire, Red Pikachu of Wrath. The nature of fire is to burn and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. I see, they're quite literally burning with rage. Now that we think back to it, didn't you express something like this before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honglu. Ah, that's because the realization of meaninglessness extinguishes the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Otis bully me, expressing my anger at that meaninglessness at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy a little when I had to accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes, but what exactly is the takeaway supposed to be here? Yep, that's exactly how it is. Nihilistic. You know what I'm gonna eat tonight, guys? I'm gonna eat fish. I'm gonna have a bunch of fish. He looks so goofy like this, to be honest. His art, he looks like the craziest Giga Chad, but he looks so goofy like this. Well, how's this gonna work? Oh my god, he might actually be able to dodge. Yeah, I should be drinking water. And he really isn't all that cool looking, is he? Until he transforms, huh? Holy Honglu. He's so good. With allies at 50+% HP? Oh, now, okay. Here we go, it started. Honglu's a god. 30? Oh my god, a 28? That's it? That was so weak. That was so, like, insane with all that build-up and shit for, like, actually a weak as fuck attack right there. What the hell was that? Oh yeah, they're wrath resistant. That makes sense, duh. Looks like I'm clearing this battle with enough HP, huh? That makes sense. They are Wrath Picatulae. There's 3 waves. Gulp. Bro, how did I get triple of these? What's his defense skill? I don't know. Three skill ones, dude. He wins every time, though. You guys said he's a solo god? Somebody said that as well. Is he that crazy? Well, that was evades. Okay, I was like, what? Oh, these things are strong as shit. Sinclair only has garbage ass moves right now, too. What does this do? Oh, nothing interesting. He has 25 sanity. You should be able to dodge this, right? And Claire is better than Phil Claire? Who the hell is Phil Claire? Just make, who's Phil? Uncle Phil, like from Fresh Prince, or like what are we talking about here? Oh, this is Phil Claire. No, Honglu got hit. Well, I failed the condition, guys. Oh boy. I only got one turn there at least. Well, this is bad. I think I'm fucked. Kinda wanted more damage than that. I need to do damage to try and stagger. Oh boy. Wow, I'm dead.
끝까지 함께 싸울 수 있을 거라 생각했어요.
Gets sync clear, he'll clear easy.
지금은 때가 아니야. 도움을 청해야만.
I don't think you can win this right now. I mean, if I can't win this now, I'm just gonna end stream. Like, I don't like, because I won't be able to do anything. I'm pretty sure this is winnable, but I think I just need like Honglu to evade, to be honest.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
I'm pretty sure it's winnable. It's just gonna require some trial and error. Yeah, so that was a really bad Sinclair to take because it was Wrath versus Wrath resistant enemies, which just doesn't work, you know? Just not gonna work. We win those three. Here's my question, can he... No, it's hopeless. Oh my god. It's so bad versus evade, that ability. Nice. Yeah, I need to save my XP because I'm about to have to use a ton of experience, so I really can't afford to use any experience right now on leveling a Honglu or Sinclair. It's the last thing I want to do right now. Honglu the goat. Wait, he took one burn damage. He got burned anyways. Cringe. Why is this song going crazy?
해보기는 할게요. 안 되면 어쩔 수 없지만요.
Bro, one of the 50-50 was this Hong? Yeah, because he's goated. Why am I using S1 skills? Because this first wave is really easy. I want to save all my weakest skills against these enemies while Honglu can actually dodge. And then on the second wave, I want to actually have my strong abilities to blast the enemies. It's always better to just save my resources, essentially. I get nothing from using them right now. That's how I see it. So I want to save all my strong abilities so I can just immediately stagger on the next one. Those enemies look annoying. Hey Lolita, thanks for your sub for 15 months. I appreciate that.
I just spent $2k just to max rarity my Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu deck open and then skirt reveal. So chat which ramen can last
Lolita,
like a month.
don't spend that money, bro. Do I get tired of gacha games? You know, it's funny you say that because, not really. Okay, well, yes. Okay, I get tired of gacha games, but also don't get tired of them. It's like certain aspects of gacha games is what I get tired of. Essentially. It's certain aspects of them that I get tired of. Because gacha games have so many bad inbuilt things that I get tired of. God, Honglu's goated. Wait, this burn actually sucks. Wait, I can actually use his ego. I can use lasso. Wait, I might lasso. Okay. Yeah, look, I can now triple use this. That's crazy, man. Okay, never mind. He actually can't beat anything. Oh my god, it's so bad. Because he's so low leveled. That's funny as hell, dude. How much health does it have? Stagger point halfway.
Time to wake up. It's 1 a.m.
Jenna's happy.
Hey, Counterboy, thanks for your sum for 3 months. Appreciate it. Actually, I just realized I'm playing this incorrectly if I do this. I should instead use his dodge versus that and have this ability go there. Because this one doesn't have a counter. I'll only be countered one time. Oh my god. Chill. Holy. Holy poise, man. Oh wait, it didn't get staggered. Barely. Nice evade. Oh no. Oh no. That's about to get staggered, so I don't have to worry about that. That's gonna get staggered. I think that's the play. Use my weak abilities to save it for the next wave. Because I can also stagger this so easily. That's gonna hurt. Damn. Okay, you know, the poise stuff is pretty cool, I'm gonna be real. Poise is interesting. Bro, watch Hong Lu go to work. Check this shit out, guys. He's about to pop the fuck off. Look at this. Look at Hong Lu go. Holy shit, he's insane. Oh my god, he's goated. All by himself. This burn damage sucks. Pecaculum Array. It's not clashable. Eee. How strong are these? Very. I'm actually favored in that one, which is kind of insane. Neutral for that one though. I could use a dodge. It's basically guaranteed to work. Do I actually have to level a Hong Lu for this? No, I mean I got to the final fight. I definitely don't have to level a Hong Lu. It didn't stagger, did it? It did oh no, it didn't. Oh, thank god. Okay, we're chilling. Hey, Gold Morgan. Thanks for your sum for 2 months. Appreciate that, dude. Oh. He's gonna stagger from burn? Can you stagger from burn? Oh, yeah, you can. Oh my god, dude. Didn't I promise to level base Hong Lu to 50? No. Just because random people say it in chat doesn't mean I promised anything. Wow. Was it just because I had a bad hand and could have killed if I had a better one, maybe? Try Enclair this time? Yeah, let me use the one that was really bad. Let me use the one that was really bad and didn't work at all. How about I don't use that one, bro? What if I leveled him to 30? It's 3 big EXP tickets?
Hey boss, here's some cash in case you need to boost up a unit.
Hey, RNG, thank you for the $25. Guess I need to boost up a unit. They do sell packs for it, don't they? Thank you. If I need to, I'll get it, man. I'll do it, man, if I need to. I'd rather not to. I'd rather not have to like buy an XP pack or something. I mean, I can always just farm XP. It's a lot. But for railway, I might. Wow, he did a lot of damage there. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. It sucks you get the burn no matter what. Lucari's most powerful chatter. I don't even know what to say, really. He's back, yay! What? I took 1 damage. But I think it may have put burn on me. Oh, Hung Lu! Oh, they rolled a 1, I rolled a 2. No, they rolled a 4! Hey, Floxer. Thanks for giving a sub to Rami J. Thank you, I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much, man. Crap, I'm gonna have to use this on one of them. Dude, I like how Hong Lu is just the cleanup crew. Hong Lu is the ender. This thing's so gone. Contre attack. Okay, we get to use some of the weaker abilities here, potentially. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Okay, wait, we get the burns on turn just automatically? Oh, I didn't realize that's how it works like that. But what does this do? Oh, he has Lantern! Oh, that's big. That's really big. Yeah, it's a heal. It's really good. Very, very good. I'm happy about that. Hong Lu also can do something. Smile. Yeah, this should do enough to. Yep, it staggers automatically. That's crazy good. Dude, Sinclair really is good. Pretty solid. No! You had a 95%, bro! How? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bruh. I actually can't believe how he fucked that up. That's actually insane that he fucked that up. That's like so bad, bro. It's insane. We've been telling you that? Well, yeah, I know it's good, but I just don't really want to use it, you know? Well, goodbye, Hong. Dude, this encounter with allies at 50% plus HP is fucking impossible unless you actually have a fully leveled Revolt. So for me, I cannot do it. That's about to get stunned. Wait, how is this working? Why is the music going so crazy, man? Jeez.
급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Yeah, stagger right there. Big. And then Honglu comes with the steel chair! Oh. Dude, X3 Milk, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Dude, thank you, X3 Milk. I really appreciate that, man. Oh, Honglu's about to die no matter what. Thank you, X3 Milk. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the subs. Oh, we win these. Oh, wait, is it this? Oh, it's that attack. Dominating. Hey, Nox, thanks for giving out a sub to Tackman. Thank you, dude.
해보기는 할게요.
Base ID Honglu? Yeah, he's the GOAT. Okay, we got Lantern.
나무와 함께
Heal up. If I had enough healing, I could actually get Honglu back up to full. That'd be sick. Imagine. Wow, that does no damage, but it heals a bit. Oh, well. Goodbye, Honglu.
이미 도달했다.
Damn, shame we staggered it after.
이미 도달했다. 거기구나.
Huge damage. The burn doesn't stagger me. You're fucked, buddy. You are so fucked. My king, yeah. My goat was taken down. The counterattack really sucks to deal with, but fortunately it doesn't really matter here.
거기구나.
Because I'm going to heal first. Yeah, thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate it. We're back over 1,300. Damn, that's crazy. Chop the tree now. 45. See, it's winnable, guys. It's winnable.
어떻게
Oh, he did 96% of the work.
실수를 안 했나?
So the game thinks.
이번엔 어떤 실험인가요?
You know, what?
화점을 두지.
No, I'll bring in an actual. The fact that it's making me use kind of jank characters, I'll bring in a good Blade Lineage mentor. How about that?
화점을 두지.
대체 유형.
This game doesn't understand the complicated mechanics of Honglu. True. So true. Next up, you three. Let's get in there. Indoor voice will do, bud. We can hear you just fine without shouting at the top of your lungs. Now let's discuss Pikachu Prigate Sloth. Stones are sturdy, but that's all there is to them. They're directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. They're trapped in their current lot in existence until someone comes along to roll them away. Truly, there's no better symbol for sloth than them. It's efficient to live within the bounds of rigidity, established routines. Now, I'm getting lumped in with these two is making me feel real self-conscious all of a sudden, like I'm just some lazy incompetent. Do not compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent. Well, they probably are. I admit I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about being incompetent. Check this out, fellas. I'm not that rusty just yet. Charging alone into danger poses. Too late. This will be harder than expected. Let us provide assistance. They say that, but it's Fire Fist Gregor, so they're actually useless in the face of Fire Fist. Like, are you kidding me? Bro, the Fire Fist? Within the turn limit, 9 turns. If it's within turn limit, then I want to use my strongest attacks.
해체 허가 진행하겠습니다.
You're gone. Oh wait, no, not you. This one. This one's gone.
걷잡을 수 없이 타올라라.
Gonna have to spend 2 turns on this one. Oh, that was kind of a waste. Oh my god. That was a waste, bro. I shouldn't have used that one. I didn't realize that was his red. Ah, whatever. These things have the weakest attacks of all time.
해체 허가 진행하겠습니다.
불타버렸나. 뼈를 깎는다.
She took 18 damage. Okay, so I'm on the 3rd turn now. Going my flesh isn't gonna do much. Let's just do that. What's this passive do? Details? Oh, there it is. Oh. Should I use it? I feel like I may as well use it in place of this. What if I need an ego in the 3rd fight though, but I'm kind of in a rush. Let's go. We can always redo worst case scenario. Overclock it? I guess I could have. Maybe I should have. Faust becomes so OP when she has a bunch of burns, man. She becomes insane. These are so tanky. Are they resistant to me? You just lose the coin flip. Take 40 damage. Mr. Pokey would coom his fucking pants if he saw this shit. He'd be like, 0 cycle! He'd lose his fucking shit if he saw this, bro. Unfortunately. Wow. I guess I wasted some of that, huh? A big mistake from me. Or maybe I didn't. Oh, I wasted 1 attack, I think. Okay, we can kill them this turn. Actually, we can kill them so hard that... Attack it with those 3.
진행하겠습니다.
Reload fuel? Probably a good idea.
형태 붕괴 확인. 개체 소각되었습니다.
Okay. What the fuck am I even fighting? I'm fighting like the weirdest ass Picatula. What is this shit, man? Neutral. It's too much. Bro, he wins all of these. Marisol's too goated. Dude, Marisol wins all of these. Yeah, his sanity is way too high, man. Ego spam to reduce his sanity? That might be a good idea, actually. Male character will never see him again. Or I could just acupuncture. I think I'll just acupuncture. And just throw those in. And then Gregor, I mean... Wait, how good is this guard? On use, gain 3 protection. Wait. I need to get rid of this. I should instead use this to offset it. I think I need to. Because it's not at battle start. It's... Yeah, I cannot let it guard. You do not want this thing to guard. You have to just eat -1 attack each time. Uh-oh. What? Sorry, 95% chance is, you know, not high enough for you. My god. Holy cringe. Wait, what's this other one? Capote. Oh, we got this one. On hit inflicts 7 burn as well. Maybe we want to do that. You can't lose any of these, right? Yeah, you literally cannot lose them. Okay, I have fuel back as well.
해체 억압 진행하겠습니다.
Burnt rock? Yeah, burn the fuck out of the rock. Halt, you may not escape. By the way, guys, today's not going to be a super long stream because yesterday was an absurdly long stream. Yesterday was like a close to 13-hour stream. I have a lot of things I gotta prepare before I move, man. Dude, this is the tankiest thing ever. It takes no damage. I need like a rupture team to just blow this thing up in 2 seconds. I'm about to hit the time limit, man. This is ridiculous. And then it just starts spamming guard. You fucker. And it never uses anything strong, damn it. What does this do? Oh. It's really resistant? I think it is. I agree, because like I don't see how it could be so tanky unless it was resisting my team a lot too. It's probably not weak against Pierce, I'm gonna be real. It's probably strong. It's probably weak against Blunt, I would guess. But it doesn't seem like Gregor does that much. I don't know. Yeah, I can't do the damage in time, bro. Took 40 there. Yeah, turn 9, guys. Cringe. Also, Gregor's only getting shitty S1s. Yeah, we have to have Faust blow up here. Have I reacted to Silver Palace yet? Yes, sir. Yes, I have. Damn, she never gets the second attack, though. You still can, it includes this round, too? Well, yeah, no, this is the final round, though. I don't know if I really can at this point. Wait, this offset works, doesn't it? That works, right? So it offsets even though she's gonna die, right? No, yield isn't gonna work, guys. He has 45 sanity. He can't lose the trade, man. It's like impossible for him to lose the trade. Like actually straight up can't. It's the number above? I haven't really used him. -8. Oh. Wait, so maybe. So if we use it against its strongest attack here, Rising Sloth, then we should lose. Oh yeah, it says -25%. Oh. So it should lose that. Well, unless the enemy ints again. She's gonna be dead anyways. I don't even need to contest that. Who cares? Let's do this. If we kill this right here, we actually get the completion, which would be sick on first try. He lost the coin flip, but... Oh no, it got staggered! Wait, no, that means it's dead. Wait, that means it's dead. Goodbye. You're dead instantly. Okay, wow, we did it first try, guys. First try. Nice. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. That thing was so tanky. Crazy ass tanky boss. Stop eating food. Oh, let's try a wild hunt. No, you know what? No. I don't want to try out wild hunt because I want to save wild hunt for when I really get to use them. I'll put in full stop. I'll save wild hunt for when I actually get to use them. That'll be cooler. Next up is Goulet, Gluttony. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them, however, is they're not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking an increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Hang on a minute, what is this? Cliff, after flipping through a few more pages ahead, looked up at Hohenheim and shouted, "Are we really gonna do song and dance for every one of these Pikachulam? Why don't we lump them together like you paired up with sinners?" Ha! Learn low in patience already? He's gonna say it's a good idea, I feel like. Learn low in patience already? Only simpletons would make such a basic suggestion. Standard protocol, in case you weren't aware. I'm also unhappy about the process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of the proper test results. You make a valid proposition. What? Very well, I also fail to see the necessity in finding these Pikachu one by one, especially given the busy schedule ahead of us. Your suggestion is accepted, assistant. Huh? What? Really? Aren't you the one who suggested it? We didn't fight them one by one anyway. Then why didn't we do this from the start? Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest the margin of error may grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once. I see, but I say the benefits of a smaller margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned? Bloody hell, just let it go, yeah? What does he keep hitting? Yeah, Otis, come on. Why the carelessness is why... I think we can risk a 0.06% greater margin of error, right? Indeed, it is sometimes necessary to prioritize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I'll abide by the executive manager's judgment. Very well, then allow me to explain Picatch morositasis gloom as well. Have you ever immersed yourself in deep water? It's quite easy to sink to the depths, no? However, this deeper one sinks, the harder it is to come to rise again. The pressure suffocates you in all directions. No matter how much you thrash about, desperately looking for something to grab onto, all you find is futility, such as gloom. I suppose one of the benefits of working for this company is the constant motion gives no time for such emotions to drag us down. Especially now that I have some level of confidence that they might actually keep their end of the contract. Oh, sounds like a disagreement's brewing. Even after I joined the bus team, I feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know? Though I'm only here because I want a beer still. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you don't know how to rise to the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Well, it's all ready now, in you go. You too, assistant, you're exempt for the test. Huh? Me too? Perfect time. I've been getting a bit tired of this mental exercise. Right then, let's wrap this up quick. All his mental exercise. You giant fucking gun. Defeat the enemies before they self-detonate. I don't think any of them are blowing up right now. Headshot. Spend 1 ammo. No, I don't think I will. I don't know how ammo works and I don't know how to get it back. It didn't seem like evading gave it back. Wait, what? I thought I blocked every single one. That's the detonation. So all I have to do is stun them, right? Should be very doable. How do I get more ammo? Oh, taking cover. Huh. Well, wouldn't they only explode if they win the coin flip, or am I crazy? Oh, wait, no, I should use that, and then use that there. See if this works. No way you lose that. Oh my god. It scared me there. Damn, nice. You're gone. The bullet doesn't even like move that fast. It looks so slow. You miss Walpurgis? No, it hasn't come around yet recently. You haven't missed anything. You're gonna have to wait a while longer, honestly. It's snap at, counter devouring. 13 speed, not bad. Genuine question, how can these enemies counter a gun? It kind of sounds like a giant load of bullshit to me. Like, literally, how are you gonna counter my gun? Really, man? It doesn't even make any sense. Guns are nerfed in the city? Okay, well no one tell them about like a grenade launcher. I feel like that counts as a gun basically. Wouldn't an explosion just kill something? You know what I mean? That's not a gun? It's a kind of gun. It's like kind of a type of gun. Holy shit. It's too expensive due to crazy bullet tax by the head? Well then just illegally make them. I don't know, man. Is that so hard? Can't we just illegally make them? What happened to just not following the law, huh? There's a one-sided guard? Oh, because she's so slow. And none of them go on him. Holy cringe, dude. Holy fucking cringe. Unbreakable coin as well on decay collision. This mob is hell on earth. This does seem like the most insane mob because of just how annoying it is. For like a random trash mob, it's kind of crazy. I just can't let them self-detonate. Brother, he only gets skill 1. He's fucking trash. Is skill 1 really so bad to use, guys? I just want a skill 1. I only have skill 1s. It just eats bullets? I need more bullets. Yeah, but like... uses too much ammo? Yeah, but I'm just doing nothing instead. His evade is great? Oh yeah, it's so great against the enemy that doesn't attack him, and I can't use it to offset. It's useless! Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, his dodge is so good when he can't dodge a single ability for 3 turns in a row, basically. Fuck it. He's about to get 2 skills. Hopefully it'll be enough. Wait, this thing... It's really tanky, man. Its body is really tanky, bro. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Oh my god, he's actually fast this turn. Or maybe they're... well, and they're slow. Oh, they have 2 big moves. Wait, how strong is this? Oh my god, it's so strong. Then we body sack this bitch. Just like God intended. The first attack, we easily win with this. It has a red coin though. Wait, that's red coin. This is red coin as well. Ooh, does it do too much damage to stagger? Oh, he's not gonna get staggered. Okay. He shouldn't, at least. Okay, this should be fine. This should be fine. He's at like full HP, so he shouldn't get staggered. I mean, I could have gone for a dodge, but like, I kind of think he's gonna do enough here. I should have probably gone for dodge. Are you out of your mind, dude? I lost the 5%, bro. Or something. I actually am not fully sure what happened. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Fuck. It's suicided, bro.
명을 수행했습니다. 비록 묘의 손실은 컸지만 신경 쓰실 것 없습니다.
Well, if I didn't clear 1, then I didn't clear 2. It doesn't even matter, does it? Doesn't make too much of a difference, I guess, right? What are you gonna do? Oh, they were in too much trouble. Next up's you two. Get in there. With Ryoshu? Let's do this, I guess? ST. What? She wants to switch teams. Really now? What's your problem this time, Ryoshu? Your dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. It's dulled so much that I doubt I can even impale that sickly nerd over there. I don't think she'll have too much trouble with impaling a Hohenheim. I'd much rather watch the Blood Fiend fight again. I don't. That was speakest of me? That's, it is quite the pickle. Boy, she wants to switch teams, is that alright? Of course not. You heard the man, let's go. There isn't a dungeon at the end of this intervalo, right? There never really is, but I'll admit my harpoon's not as sharp as it used to be, and I'll admit I've lost a bit of my edge since then. But we're sailing the same boat, I'm not going to hold you or anyone else back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpness when the need arises. Guys, just tell me, like, I genuinely want to know, because it's like, how much time do I have remaining in the intervalo? I only have a limited amount of time to catch up. I'm swapping you out as soon as you start making a fool of yourself. Last, I've been clear enough on this. Switching teams ain't a thing. Picachum's Superbe, Pride. What I'm drove on is the bickering sinners didn't exist in the world. Wheel, symbol of technology and the vector of humanity's ultimate pursuit. The wheel in its boundless pride rolls on in search of a perfect circle. Something unconquered even by nature. Oh, it's the wheel enemies? Yet it remains uncaring for the flesh it rends, nor the grass it tramples in its path. Isn't that just confidence, not pride? You can't get anything done by sitting idly in place. One might even say pride is but another name for overconfidence. It often claims trailblazers are those who have never tasted failure. Ha, someone like you, Hohenheim? Well, that certainly is a perspective. Next up is luxury lust. Moving on just like that, huh? Meaning of Picachum luxury lust is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would say that it is, ah yes, an obsession to spread a fragment of what forms itself, a desire to propagate, to breed. Of course, there is more to the concept than just that. While the word itself might be subject to interpretations limited to the carnal understanding, to share one's knowledge, one's ideas, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself, you seek to express that such things are lust as well. Not bad, I would appreciate these discussions with the learned. There never is any dead air. Admit it, Heathcliff, all that flew right over your head, didn't it? Why even ask? Unnecessary. Shut up and get in there. Yeah, I'd breed Ishmael. You know, in case you were wondering. Okay, how are we doing this? Yep, I knew it would be the wheel enemies. This is one of the lust enemies? Huh. Oh my god. Gotta have a third. Neutral. It should be okay. Maybe it won't be okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so bad. Otis once again being useless. A tale as old as time. Oh my god. Otis is like... She has never not been a failure. I've never seen her not be a failure before. She is quite literally the biggest failure in the entire game. Oh no, that's Ryoshu. Sorry, they look the exact same. Damn, I can't believe Ryoshu's letting me down. I thought it was Otis, I'll be real. They look the same with this ID. They look the same with this ID. I thought it was her. The big hat covers everything. Yeah, I'll be real though. I don't take back anything I just said. I don't take back a single thing I just said though. It's still true. You know it's true. But Ryoshu's hard letting me down here, right there, with those coin losses. I mean, you know, it's like when you don't have any sanity, it makes it way rougher, but still. Jesus. You only say that because they can't hurt you? Yeah, just like how you wouldn't go up to Mike Tyson and be like, yo buddy, you're a piece of shit, fuck you. Yeah, no shit. Who the hell would? Okay, I have 45 sanity now. Well, now she should win all these because she has so much sanity. Easy clap. Oh, or not? Not easy clap? Difficult clap? Jeez, dude. Wow, she really likes getting her basic attack, huh? She gets that one a lot. Both of my team members.
뜀박질 준비.
Her weapon looks pretty crazy. Well, you're gone.
보냈고. 한 놈.
You're about to be gone. Damn, not enough burn, bro. This is about to get stunned? Yeah, it is. Okay.
순식간에
Goodbye.
가치 없군. 아직 죽지 마라.
There we go.
가치 없군. 죽어라.
What the? Big old boy. For every bleed on the target. Well, I have no bleeds, so gain 5 poise. Damn, they got a lot of poise, huh? Oh, these guys aren't weak. Oh man. The wheels of arms now? Yeah, they're evolving. You gotta take a lot of damage to get staggered too, huh? What am I gonna do here, man? Ishmael only got the worst abilities in her skill set, essentially. Just gotta hope for the best, I guess.
흑수묘. 뜀박질 준비.
Just like we always do. Oh, wow.
숨통 끊기. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
I should have done that on the other one. Oh my god. That upgrade, that attack does so much damage, it's insane. Wait, this guy just got bodied by a basic skill. Get owned. Get owned again. Get owned again. Get owned again. Holy Ishmael holding down the fort, winning fights that really feels like she shouldn't. The Pikachus are similar to Cromer. They are actually. Yeah, they are actually like that. You're absolutely right. I don't think it gets to counterattack because I hit it so hard.
흑수묘. 뜀박질
Do it again
준비.
on Lust Pikachula? Goodbye.
숨통 끊기.
Wow.
가치 없군.
That is really insane, honestly. Roshu's going absolutely sicko mode. Is it just because she has the 3 stacks she goes that crazy? Oh, that was the final fight. I thought I had one more. Oh my god. What the hell, dude? That's crazy, man.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은
76% of it was her.
다음
Not
먹잇감도
surprised.
이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
Jeremy shit talking? Yeah. Oh, dude, you are. I have never seen an enemy more gone than this, bro. Verily, nigh is the time for young Yi Sang and I to face the test. The nature of our trial shall take form as Picatula Invide. I assume we all have first-hand experience with static shocks. Oh? Doth static shock have aught to do with envy? Anyone who's been subject to both static shock and envy of others must know that the latter stings in the same manner as the former does. I ill comprehend thine explanations. Ah, I see. Explain in plainer example, Miss Don Quixote. You have always been quite fond of and held great respect for the illustrious color fixers, am I correct? Verily, I should be second to none were my passion for them to be measured. Now imagine yourself at a convention of sorts in which the said illustrious color fixers are holding an event to disseminate their autographs. And imagine you're part of the excited queue. Oh, indeed, I have mentally placed myself there. Proceed. Yet in great misfortune, the event comes to a close mere moments before you receive your autograph. Alack for woe, fate played such cruel jest to my pitiful soul. Now do imagine what sort of emotion you feel for the fellow fan who received the final autograph immediately before you to receive yours, ere the chance was robbed. Well, 'twould be quite the jealousy burning within mine heart, a painfully tingling sensation in my... Oh? My, you certainly enjoy explaining things, don't you? I suppose all scholars are kindred spirits after all. You two, quit the chinwag and get in there. Verily, then onward to a new adventure. Then I shall follow. Holy Don Don Pyramid. Oh. Oh yeah, because the Envy one... What the hell are they? Blade Lineage. Bro, this is old versus new, dude. This is old versus new. Oh, each unit that defeats the Pikachu took their shape. Oh. Wait, they're so fast. Oh my god. Wait a second. What? Okay, this has to be Yisang. This has to be Don Quixote. This has to be Yisang again. I started with all my strongest moves though. May as well just use all my strongest stuff at the start, kind of. Neutral, really? Well, it should be okay. So I'm gonna fight 3 copies of myself, huh? That's kind of crazy. Oh, Mamori, dude. Mamori. No! Bro, you weren't supposed to kill them instantly. Wait, is this the end of the test? Oh. Okay, no, no, no. It says once. It says you have to do it once. So I just have to do it this wave. And now I have crazy amounts of sanity versus these fucking scrubs. So I think we're okay. Oh damn, he's strong as fuck. Wait, maybe I evade? Ooh, evade's really good. Okay, that's Yisang Don Don. And this is... Okay. That sucks. Dimensional Rift. I think we're okay right now. That didn't stagger, did it? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the stagger's way farther down. The first wave is so easy compared to this one, honestly. I mean, this one doesn't seem that bad, but... Okay, I was like, wait, how was that? Oh, I did stagger them. Oh. That means Don Quixote can very easily murder this one. I might as well use my strong skill to just make sure this thing's dead. As for Yisang, he's gonna body this one. Or not. Oh, that was actually a little close. Oh, get staggered. Okay, huge. Oh my god. Mamori, you're gone. You're gone, buddy. One more punch.
공인의 승리일세.
And now Yi Sang finishes them off. Don Quixote does this. See? Easy completion, guys. Easy completion. Those are IDs that existed since launch, but this Dawn is one of the strongest Dawns. Yeah, this Dawn is awesome. I love this Don Quixote. She's sick. Well, you know what, guys? I think now is probably a good time for me to stop.